Hey everyone, it's Casey Nicole, and today we're going to go through a little bit of stretching and opening with the focus being on the shoulders. So we're going to get nice and open in some different movements throughout the shoulders. Only thing we need today is one strap, okay? Option to have a block available as well for one of our postures, but it's completely optional. So you can set your strap off to the side. And today's practice is going to be all on our feet, okay? We're going to be in a standing position and we're going to focus on these things. A lot of them can be done from a seated position in a chair, but otherwise, let's come to a standing position and we'll begin here. So from your standing, separate the feet about hips width apart or so. Ground down through the feet, lift the spine up nice and tall, and just let the arms drop down to your sides. We're going to start off with a few breaths together. So first, just exhale and let all of your air out. Slow breath in through the nose. Fill up your entire torso, expand in all directions, lift all the way up to the top, holding it here. And then open up the mouth and let it all the way out. One more time, slow breath in. Take your time, breathing all the way down from the roots of your feet up to the crown of your head. Expand out in all directions, hold at the top of the breath. And then just open up your mouth and release it. Last one together. Slow inhale. Take your time, fill up the entire body. And as you come to the top of the breath, pause. And then open up your mouth and release. Gently start to blink open through your eyes and just bring yourself back into the space. Okay, so we're going to lightly open up the shoulders a little bit and then we'll incorporate more of the strap work. So from a nice standing position, shoulders relax down. Inhale, pull the shoulders forward, up towards the ears. Exhale, draw them back and all the way down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pull the shoulders forward, exaggerate it, lift them up. Exhale, draw them back and melt them all the way down. Okay. Interlace the fingers in front of you, flip the palms down, reaching towards the floor, and inhale, reach the arms directly out in front of you. Now, as you reach in front of you, we're going to really focus on the shoulders and being able to create different movements in the shoulders. So let's take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, you're going to press forward through the palms and really try to broaden your shoulders. Let them roll off to the sides of your torso, pushing forward and creating more space between the shoulder blades. And then inhale, pull the shoulder blades back. Open up across the front of your chest and imagine your shoulder blades are trying to squeeze towards one another. And then on your next exhale, press and round. Focusing the movement mostly on the shoulders and upper back. Inhaling, opening, pull the shoulder blades back. Nice retraction. And then exhale, press. Now inhale, elevate the arms all the way over your head as best as you can. It's okay if there's a little bow in the arms, or if you need to bring them a little more forward, you can. Now inhale, lifting the shoulder blades up towards the ears. And then exhale, relax them back down. Couple more times. Inhale, shoulder blades lift up. Exhale, shoulder blades relax down. One more time. Inhale, lifting. And then exhale, relaxing them. Okay, go ahead and bend your elbows. Take the hands behind the back of the head. Let the head drop back into the hands as you open up through your ribs and through your chest area. Elbows open back as wide as you can. And then start to slowly separate the fingertips. Open the elbows back and let the arms sweep gently all the way down to the sides. Roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, roll them back and down. Okay, let's go ahead and grab our straps here. And we're going to start by taking the strap over the right shoulder. Now, as we get into this stretch, you may come to a point where you're like, hey, I don't need the strap. I have enough flexibility to clasp my hands. That's fine, but we're going to use the strap to create more space today so we can leverage some different movements. So I'd highly recommend having it just in case. So as you take the strap over your right shoulder, let's go ahead and reach the right arm up and then bend your elbow and reach down for your strap. Left hand reaches to the left side. We're going to internally rotate the left shoulder by turning the thumb down so the palm flips back, feeling it all the way up into the shoulder socket. And then start to bend the elbow as you sweep the arm back and around and just grab the opposite end of your strap. Okay, so I want you to kind of keep a gap of space between your hands, or if you feel that you're at your deepest edge, just open up the hands a little bit wider apart. Okay, now from here, we're going to start off by pulling with the bottom hand. So as we pull with the bottom hand, I want you to imagine trying to lift your top elbow up and back. Hand is pulling down, top elbow is pulling up and back, not compressing your chin to your chest. Keep the head in a nice neutralized position and just kind of feel that downward pull. You can even kind of pull it slightly away from your body and then open up your ribs and chest. One more breath here. Now go ahead and kind of re-neutralize it. And now we're going to pull with the top hand. And as you pull with the top hand, we're going to draw the left arm up the back until you feel a nice little opening, but nothing so intense that you can't still maintain a steadiness in your breath. Couple more breaths here. Okay, and then go ahead and relax it back. Okay, go ahead and release the strap. Just let it hang out over your right shoulder. We don't need it for this next one. Right arm's going to reach forward with the thumb up and just begin to cross the arm over the chest. Left arm is going to hook in front of the elbow and just start to pull it in towards your torso, trying to keep that right arm nice and straight. And just feel that opening all the way through the outside of the arm and shoulder. Couple more breaths here. Okay, now you can stay here or slide your left elbow underneath the right elbow and maybe take a full eagle arm position with either the backs of the hands together or the front of the palms together. And you can hold wherever you are. If you're just holding the arm in, that's fine too. You can still do the same thing. Now, from wherever you are, inhale, feel a lifting of the elbows, open up the ribs and chest. Lift the elbows towards the ceiling as much as you can, or if you're pulling in, just feel the tilting up. And then exhale, you're going to draw the elbows down and just kind of curl your back. Let's do that again. Inhale, lifting it up, drawing up, lifting through the chest. And then exhale, draw them back down, curl. Bring it back up. Go ahead and release your arms down to your sides. Roll the shoulders forward and up. And exhale, roll them all the way back and down. Let's do that again. Inhale, roll forward and up. And exhale, roll back and down. Let's take the strap and bring it over the left shoulder. As you take it over the left shoulder, left hand reaches up, bending the elbow, and just let the hand drop back, grabbing a hold of the strap. Right arm, right side, internally rotate through the shoulder, palm flips back, and draw the arm up and around your back to grab the opposite end. Now, once again, have a little bit of looseness between your hands. We're not at our fullest edge. And then feel the top elbow lift up as you start to pull through your bottom hand and pull it slightly away from you, opening up your ribs and chest here. Go ahead and give yourself a few breaths. One more here. And then as you re-neutralize, start to lift through your top hand, pulling the bottom hand up the back slightly until you feel your next edge. Slightly different sensation. Make adjustments if you need to. 2 more breaths. And then slowly relax. Just let the strap hang out over the shoulder. Left arm reaches forward, palm up. Cross the arm over the chest. Right arm is going to hook underneath the elbow and pull it in, trying to keep the arm as straight as possible. The spine is nice and tall as you can. And let's give ourselves a couple more deep breaths. In and out of the nose. At least one more here in this variation. Now, option to stay here or hook right elbow underneath the left, maybe backs of hands together or front of palms together. Now from here, we're going to inhale, lift up through the elbows, lift up open through the chest. And then exhale, round, elbows draw in, curling your upper back forward and down. Couple more rounds, inhaling, lifting. Exhale, round and curl. Last one, deep breath in, lift. And then deep breath out, round. And then come back up to neutral. Gently release your arms down to your sides. Roll the shoulders forward and up. And roll them back and down. One more time. Roll them forward, up, back, and down. So the reason I don't like to roll the shoulders from back and forward is because we get enough of the rounding forward day to day. What we need more of is rolling them back and creating more space and a nice stacking of our spine. So let's go ahead and grab the strap with our hands here in front of us. And I'd suggest if you have a metal ring or any kind of attaching point, hold it in one hand, and then we'll use the other hand as kind of that sliding, adjusting scale, okay? Open your arms fairly wide here and keep the arms nice and straight. We're just gonna lift the arms up over your head, and I want you to think just like a little helicopter. You get this little helicopter movement. Just find one direction to move in at first. And then let's switch directions. And as you see the opposite end of my strap just kind of flying around, we quickly realize why the strap is being held in one hand, very specifically to keep that metal in place. Okay, with the arms right above you, go ahead and let the arms kind of drop back, but keep them as straight as possible. And as they kind of drop back, you're going to find where they catch. And I want you to kind of open up, fan through the ribs and chest, and just kind of hold here at that tension point. Okay, now you're going to try to keep the arms straight. You can separate the hands to create more space, and then you're going to find the arms dropping all the way back and down. And then keeping the arms straight, keep the shoulders nice and level. We're going to inhale, lift them all the way back up, and then exhale, bring them forward and down. So we're going to do that a few more rounds. If you need more space, separate the hands. If you want more intensity, walk the hands closer together, but make sure to keep the arms straight, that we're not bending and moving them independently of one another. But if you open up really wide and it gets to the point where it's kind of hitting your head, you have the option of either dropping chin to chest and taking that variation, or you can bend one elbow and work on one side, do that a round or so, and then you'll bend the other elbow and do the other side forward and back. Okay, you're just kind of modifying it just a little bit. So do whatever you need to do here. We're going to go through a handful of rounds. So find your variations. Inhale, the arms lift up. Maybe both arms are straight. Maybe use just one. Exhale, let them drop all the way back and down. Inhale, lifts them forward and up. And exhale all the way back down. Okay, just go ahead and continue on your own. The inhales will create lift, and the exhales will help you drop and settle in. And make those little adjusting points however you need in your body. So if you need to separate, separate. If you need to narrow, narrow. You can adjust as many times as you'd like. And as you open and you do this multiple rounds, you're going to feel a little more space. Let's do about one more full round on your own. All right. And then let's go ahead and just relax the arms to your sides, roll the shoulders out a couple times. All right. Now let's take the strap behind the back. And same thing, let's keep a generous space between the hands, because even if you can interlace your fingers with your palms touching or your hands clasped together, let's create more space and use that space because it feels good. So as you separate your hands as much as you want, you're going to take your feet about hips width apart, soft bend in the knees. This is the posture where you might want to have a block handy, but if not, no worries, okay? Now, inhale, lift the spine, start to lift the arms away from the back, soften the knees, and exhale, just start to hinge over. Don't think about this as much of a hamstring stretch, so bend the knees is a lot, and think of it more as an opening into your shoulders and a relaxing your lower back. Give yourself a couple breaths. And if you feel that you're still struggling to get the arms away from the back, keep separating the hands more. If you don't really feel anything, bring the hands a little closer together. Another breath. Okay, you're going to keep the clasping of your hands, but we're just going to lengthen the spine forward about halfway. And then we're going to take a bend into, let's start with the left knee. So bend into your left knee really generously and open up your ribs and chest to the right side. Okay, as you open up your chest to the right side, I want you to slide your left hand down the length of the strap until you can anchor it down onto the ground, maybe even onto a block. Deep breath here. And imagine trying to stretch the right arm up towards the ceiling while pulling on the opposite end of that strap. One more breath. Now, slowly grabbing the strap ends with both hands, lifting back up. Go ahead and take the arms to your back, readjust your hand placement on the strap, and then lift it back up again. Long spine. This time we're going to bend into the right knee and start to open up your ribs and chest off to the left side. So as you open up that left shoulder, open up as much as you can, and then keep the tension as you slide your right hand down to the ground while still holding on to the strap end. So the strap slid through your left hand. Find that tension point, and then try to stretch your left arm slightly back and up. Another breath. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. You're going to bring the strap to your lower back. Go ahead and readjust your hand placement on the strap. And as you pull back, lift yourself all the way back up. Nice upright position. Let's go ahead and just set the strap off to the side. We don't need it anymore here. Find a nice comfortable standing position, arms to your sides. And I want you to just feel really loose in your arms, but also loosen your legs. So soften your knees a little bit, and we're just going to start swaying side to side and just let the arms kind of flop. Let them hang heavy from the shoulders. So there's no tension, there's no effort. They're just flopping around. Okay. And then if you want to add in a little bit more movement, as you swing to one side, you're going to take the opposite foot and kind of swivel on it, lifting the heel, and then return. Swivel, return, swivel, return. You're just helping aid that movement without putting any pressure on your joints. A couple more here. Feels really nice. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Take your time. Slow flops. Bring yourself back. Walk the feet in, hands together, heart center, close the eyes. Let's take a deep breath in. Open up the mouth and let it out. Again, slow breath in. Open up the mouth and release. Now this time through the nose both ways. Inhale. And as you keep it through the nose, slow exhale out. Thank your bodies for all that they do for you every single day. And thank you for allowing me to be your guide. Much, much gratitude. Thank you, thank you. You can open up your eyes whenever you're ready. Hopefully those shoulders are feeling good and maybe learning some new ways to incorporate strap work into your practice. Would love your feedback as always and looking forward to practicing with you again soon. Thanks.